You weren't comparing until something small made you pause. You open your phone, just for a second, not looking for anything in particular. You scroll. One post, then another. Then you stop. Not for long. Just slightly longer than the others. You look at it again. Someone's engaged. Someone just got married. Someone's announcing something new. And nothing about it is directed at you. But something shifts anyway. A thought forms quietly. They're already there. And just like that, you're no longer just scrolling. You're comparing. Not loudly, not dramatically, but enough to feel it. Where they are. Where you are. What your life looks like. In comparison. And then the thoughts come. How did they get there so quickly? Why do I feel like I'm still here? Am I wasting time? It doesn't feel like jealousy. It feels like distance. Like there's a gap between where you are and where you think you should be. And that's the moment it changes. It stops being a post and starts feeling like a measure. Of your life. Your timing. Your direction. But notice this. What you're seeing feels complete, clear, certain. But it isn't. You're seeing a moment, not a timeline. You're seeing an outcome, not the process. You're seeing what was shared, not what was struggled through. The uncertainty, the delays, the things that didn't work, the nights they questioned everything. All of that exists. You just don't see it. And yet, you're comparing your full experience to a single edited moment. That difference is what creates the pressure. Because now it's not just where you are. It's where you think you should be. But that should was never yours. It was built from repetition, from patterns you've seen over and over again. Until it started to feel like a rule. But it isn't. Your life was never meant to follow one timeline. It was meant to follow yours. And your timeline includes things no one else sees. The pauses, the resets, the moments you had to rebuild quietly. The decisions that didn't look impressive, but changed everything internally. The strength it took to keep going without clear direction. That counts. Even if it doesn't look like progress from the outside. If you take a slow breath now, in gently, and out slowly. You don't need to measure yourself. In this moment, because you are not standing still. Even if it feels slow, even if it feels unclear. You are moving. And movement does not always look like progress. Sometimes it looks like pausing, rethinking, starting again, figuring things out, without a clear path yet. That is still movement. That is still growth. That is still your life unfolding. You are not behind. You are just comparing your reality to something that was never designed to be compared. And once you see that clearly, the pressure begins to lift. If you place your hand gently on your chest, just for a moment, and notice your breath. You are here. Your life is here. Not ahead. Not behind. Here. You're not late. You're just living a life that hasn't been edited for display. And that is something you don't need to rush.